United Zimbabwe Alliance National Executive Directorate and the Harare Province leadership. We are gathered today for the United Zimbabwe Alliance press conference. Let me start by introducing the panelists that are here present. I will start by introducing Rebecca Ndlovu. She is our former women's chairperson and who is now taking a new role in the United Zimbabwe Alliance as the National Engagement and Mobilization Secretary. I will go over to Mr. Kevin Mushunga, who is the National Secretary General. Over there is Mr. Shingirai Mikhail Chabata, who is our National Youth Chairperson. Seated next to Mr. Shingirai Chabata, there is Reverend Frank Mflano, who is the United Zimbabwe Alliance Vice President. And we are joined today by Madam Gladys Kamishira Mutunami. She has taken a new role in the United Zimbabwe Alliance. She is our former Midlands chairperson, who is now elevated to the United Zimbabwe Alliance Women's chairperson. At this point in time, without much ado, I would like to leave this time to the President of the United Zimbabwe Alliance to address us.
Thank you very much, National Spokesperson, Mr. Tatenda Ishimkulu Ndlovu. Good morning to all of you. I'm going to get right into my remarks. I'll be guided by a few notes here, so bear with me. But essentially today's press conference will be a reflection on the journey that we have traversed. And because on the 29th of May this year, we as the United Zimbabwe Alliance celebrated our first year anniversary. So I'll go into a little bit of detail on that, but really for the past 12 months, we as UZA have forged a path towards genuine democracy. The persistent and widespread engagement of citizens has really been at the core of what we've been focusing on. And I think you've heard in some of our previous remarks, that's really the mantra that we preach as UZA. We are empowering the citizens of Zimbabwe to actively take charge of the nation's developmental agenda. And through our efforts, you will note that for the very first time as a nation in the history of Zimbabwe, even other political parties are adopting a mantra of citizens' engagement, a direct response to the example set by the United Zimbabwe Alliance, UZA. As a party, we have also worked with unwavering zeal to undertake economic and developmental programs, especially in the marginalized, under-resourced areas, places that have historically been forgotten. And today, the values and ideals that we set forth are causing a ripple effect through which you will see even those parties, political parties that historically were ineffective, are putting forward efforts, or at least the illusion of such. Those so-called major parties are following our lead as UZA. We are the trailblazers, the exemplars, the government that our country needs. We have said it from day one, citizens of Zimbabwe, let's unite as we build Zimbabwe. Zimbabwe. I think if you look on our website, you will see our slogan is in multiple languages. We are uniting every citizen of Zimbabwe in this mission to rebuild our country, to build a better Zimbabwe. With these words, we have for the past year navigated the bumpy political terrain to bring hope to the majority of Zimbabweans, citizens who had otherwise lost hope. And the people of Zimbabwe are responding. Our party, the United Zimbabwe Alliance, UZA, is being received from all corners of the country. The response continues to fuel our determination as an executive directorate, as leadership throughout this country. As president of the United Zimbabwe Alliance, I expect our party leaders to walk the talk, which is why we as UZA set an ambitious agenda from day one to actively build our country even before we are in government. In less than a year, we have established an entity whose sole mission is to boost opportunities for entrepreneurs in our country. And we are paving the way for the sustainable establishment of 30 companies in a range of sectors, from education all the way through to manufacturing of consumer goods and products. Last month, we as UZA embarked on a series of training activities for entrepreneurs, not only for members of our political party, but for all citizens who desire to work for the betterment of our nation. We are on track, helping the innovators of Zimbabwe to regain confidence that many of them have lost. For the past year, our dedicated leaders, myself included, have been on the road meeting with citizens, engaging with citizens. Ours is not a road show or an entertainment-based platform. We are here to serve with the people and for the people of Zimbabwe. We are sharing ideas so that we can collectively build the Zimbabwe that we all want. This is the heart of the United Zimbabwe Alliance. This is why we exist. Citizens' engagement so that we can genuinely guide the people of this great nation and work together to gain the position that we deserve as an economically viable nation. When we reflect on all the work that we have done, we are galvanized to do even more until the people of Zimbabwe are free from the shackles of poverty, from the shackles of disunity, exploitation, social incongruence, and politically motivated violence. Even within our short time in existence as a political party in Zimbabwe, UZA has made a significant impact on the lives of our citizens. And our greatest impact has been really in helping the citizens realize that unity is at the center of any developmental goal. We hear every day, everyone is saying unity, and the country as a whole, people are saying the country must be built by its citizens. If you check your archives, you will note that it began with us, the United Zimbabwe Alliance. Appreciating that we are one people is a really important first step to beginning our journey for restored Zimbabwe. Understanding that before we belonged to any political party, we were first brothers and sisters. And that means that there is no cause and there is no room in Zimbabwe for politically motivated violence or unjustified character assassination. Our common goal should be to make Zimbabwe a better place and a viable competitor in the world market. Let's not fight each other, but let's fight to create a better nation for the citizens that we all serve. Let our ideas be the fight that yields development for our nation. Let us all support a politically plural Zimbabwe, espousing constructive engagement of all political parties in good governance and politically plural nation. We need a politically plural nation in order for us to have diversity of thought as we build this country. Indeed, as UZA, we have really put that as our focus. While all the while we have borne the brunt of slander and criticism on social media, and many accusing the United Zimbabwe Alliance of being a ZANU-PF project, some have even gone on to attack our party colors. Through all that, we have stayed true. We have completely stayed true to our mission, our vision, our values. We continue to sow the seeds of unity in Zimbabwe. And to set the record straight, the United Zimbabwe Alliance, UZA, is in no way linked to or affiliated with ZANU-PF. We as a political party formed to lead Zimbabwe to a future of economic recovery, to lead Zimbabwe out of this dark phase in our history, and to restore our dignity for all the children of Zimbabwe, for their future. As we reflect further on our first anniversary, we are proud of the political milestones we have made, including our participation in the 26 March by-elections. The by-elections left us with a lot of much-needed experience, and we now know what needs to be done as we prepare for the general elections in 2023, including a heightened focus on electoral reformation. We really, in closing, I really want to add that in Zimbabwe, politics is perceived as being solely between ZANU-PF and CCC. But as UZA, we are not worried. Our thrust and our trust is in the citizens of Zimbabwe, particularly the apathy constituency, which is more than sufficient to take us to the State House. Before I end, I think let's invite only 5 questions from members of the media. Thank you all for coming out. I thank you. God bless Zimbabwe, and God bless our magnificent continent of Africa.
So we are going to invite questions, if there are any questions from the members of the media. Just 5 questions. Yes, you state your name, the organization that you represent.
Okay, my name is Sophia Mapranga, and I'm a freelance journalist. I just wanted to find out, maybe from the president or whoever will respond to this question, to say, you mentioned unity is a key for the development of Zimbabwe. Maybe going forward to the 2023 elections, what is your party's stance regards to a coalition with other political opposition parties, since you've already mentioned that you're not in any way affiliated to ZANU-PF, so already that is ruled out. What is your party's stance regards a coalition for the 2023 harmonized elections?
I thank you for the question. You know, we have had many discussions about this from the very beginning, and we have taken the position that we are not interested in any form of coalition or participating or engaging in a coalition. The reason for that is because as we formed UZA, you know, many of us came, and this was my first entry into politics. I've never been involved in politics before, but many of the people sitting around the table when we formed UZA had come from different political parties, but they didn't see the future they were looking for in those parties. Our mission, our vision, what we really put forward as a focus for our mission, our values, was very different from what we saw in other political parties. So it doesn't align. Therefore, coalition doesn't make sense at this point. We know that we've had lots of people engage us and try to talk about, you know, working together. You know, what we always say is that it's best that individuals get involved with us, with UZA, learn about what it is that we are doing, and really, you know, become part of the organization that already exists, rather than a fragmented, very divergent group of people coming together with, you know, with one new mission.
Yes, sir.
My name is Owen Liwan. I'm a freelance journalist. My question is on what does UZA stand for in terms of ideology? Because some people want to know what it stands for, because we know we've got social, economic, and political challenges. And in addressing those challenges, you have to come up stand on ideas. So what are your ideas? Some parties are known as social democrats, socialist, pan-Africanist. So as UZA, what do you stand for?
So when people ask us about our ideology, it's actually quite clear for us. It's really about citizens' engagement. At the heart of everything we do, it's about engaging the citizens and putting them at the center of any plans we make, any you know, policies that we formulate. And so, for example, we do have a you know, a 22-point list of priorities that are anchored on sustainable development. We want the citizens to help us pave the way and shape that. So ultimately, our ideology, if you're asking about ideology, is centered around citizens' engagement and ensuring that the citizens lead in terms of the vision and mission for what should be executed within Zimbabwe. I think that has been lacking in the history of our country. It's always been, we direct the people and they follow, but it really isn't supposed to be like that. We as a leadership, as a government, should be focusing on really putting the people first. And so in all that we are developing, it's based on what the the citizens are saying. I don't know if anyone wants to add to it.
Yes,
Privilege commodity news day, just to leave little room for speculation. I talked about other political parties adopting your citizens' mind. I just wanted to know which political parties are these. Thank you.
Thank you for the direct question. I know we all saw a new political party formed recently under the name Triple C. They came out with yellow t-shirts. We had yellow t-shirts already. We were told we were copying them, but we existed 29 May 2021. We've seen a lot of the content that has been rolled out by Triple C. It's been literally a mimic of a lot of what we already had done. So we would love to see political parties become a little bit more novel and come up with their own identity. We have a very extensive outline with regards to what it is that we stand for. Let's all please sit at the drawing board and come up with our own individual things that we stand for, so that we're not copying a lot of what's already in existence.
Okay, ini mkutu wangu uri mairano ne PVO amendment bill pamwe chete ne ma reforms ema-elections. Tiri kuona ma-political parties mazhinji ari kudana for ma-reforms. Saka toda kungonzwawo imi stanzi yenyu kuti makamira papi, uye kana kuri kuti pane ma-reforms amuri kutarisirawo ndeapi uyezve ndezvipi zvamuri kuita kuti tiwanikwe izvi zvinhu zvichizadzikisa.
Mvunzo wenyu is well appreciated. What I would say in response to that is we are very well aware. And we are in the process right now we want to make sure we fully understand what is taking place before we place our position on the table. And I can assure you that we will be coming to you as the media and making our stance very clear. In order for us to get to the general elections next year, it's important for us to have an accountable and very transparent electoral body. And so with the current uncertainty, it impacts all aspects of the upcoming election. We saw a lot of challenges as we were approaching the by-election. Takato ended up court because we were concerned about certain things that we had observed in the operation of the by-elections. And sitting at the table here is one of our candidates who participated as an MP in Mbizo constituency. So we are well aware of what is taking place. We understand also my concerns in my citizens. And I will say to you, we are hard at work, and we will make sure that we are engaging all the relevant representatives and holding them accountable. But you will be hearing from us in terms of the position. I don't want to preempt our leadership here, because we're in very deep discussions, and we've got some people that are analyzing the situation at the moment. So please give us the time we need to properly roll out our position.
Sezvamataura kuti muchazobudisa tinovimba kuti tichazoona.
We know kuti basa racho is very important, so we are prioritizing it. I can assure you of that.
One more question. I think there are no more questions, right? We thank you very much for coming. Thank you very much, for addressing us. I think